Hey, howdy, y'all. MrTaupeTO here with another review recommendation for Apple TV's Foundation series, Season 1, Episode 4, entitled Barbarian at the Gate. Another one of these episodes where it's just awesomeness all over the place. I got my Foundation seminal line, the one I've been carrying in my head for decades of violence is the last bastion of the incompetent. I was saying that when I was a Marine, okay, the United States Marine. So I love when that line came up. Uh, Salvor's just going not toe to toe, but she's just mentally beating down this invasion force of, I believe her name is the Grand Huntress. I trust me, I'm not going to get all these planet names right. I haven't quite adapted it into my head, but I'll get there eventually. Um, kind of like I did with the house names from Game of Thrones and all the characters and bit of lore. But right now, it is it is pretty good because Salvor's are like, no, we're gonna find out how to break you, and then we're gonna destroy everything and all the plans that you got without actually even lifting a finger to hurt you. Uh, so much of a fan of that. I'm digging that. And again, that's the storyline taking place on Terminus. Back on Tranton, however, we have something that I need in my life, somebody who's got to be on payroll, but I need a Shadowmaster right now. Shadowmaster Ulrich here, played by Mito Hamada. Dude, congratulations to you because you are menacing without actually doing anything, and it's that good kind of scared. It's like this. There's something off about you, and it ain't right, but it's gonna be awesome when it goes off. The fact that you are just walking through the garden, not even looking at the gardener lady, that young brother, I'm sorry, middle road brother Don has his eyes on, and you're scaring him when he's looking at it. That's it. He set you to the task of like find out who this lady is. She's a problem, but don't ask me about the problem. Like, you're doing your job. The Empire has asked you to do something, and you're doing it. And right now, you're doing it well enough to me to just put me at unease, and I'm loving that. 7 ways from again. What do you need? I mean, I can get you medical, dental, vision. What I got to have you on staff right now because you are that dude that I need that just is like, oh no, I'm here to solve problems. Okay, yeah, that's all you need to put on your resume, and I'll hire you, dude, because you're killing it, and you're doing an awesome job of it. Uh, but as I said, we're just getting a whole bunch of Empire scenes that I'm here for. The fact that Salvor is having visions, and she's being split between five things going at once. She's got the Huntress captured. She knows she can break her on interrogation. She's getting little bits and clues and drips and drabs of things that lady is saying. She knows that the guy she left there doing the interview is not the one, and she's also got to defend the city. And she rocks up on them, and they're building, I guess, artillery or whatever that is just going to blow down the wall to protecting the compound. Good man, that you could see her getting pulled, 8 different ways from Sunday all at the same time. And meanwhile, her dad is like, "Yeah, you're the leader. You got to be the one that pulls it all together." Like, yeah, but I can't clone myself right now. I need to be in 8 places at once. Anybody going to help me with that? Uh, yeah, I'm so digging this episode. Again, the not a lot of spectacle, not a lot of CGI going on, not a lot of awesome graphics, but man, the writing in this is so tight. And as example of that, let me go ahead and lead you straight into what I'm going to start calling the Empire scene of the week. Brother Dawn, who is now the new Brother Day, is yelling at Brother Dusk, who used to be Brother Day, back when Brother Dawn got traumatized by Selden ripping him down for being the young grape in the new bottle and getting torn apart watching the sky bridge fall down, watching the two outer worlds get just wrecked, seeing those bodies of those followers from those two planets hung right in front of him. So now this guy, who is now this guy, is yelling at this guy who used to be this guy about, man, you messed me up. You made a whole bunch of bad decisions. You're not going to ruin my empire no longer. Bravo, bravo, bravo to all the people involved with writing that, because now my head hurts. And I love the fact that my head hurts because I've got to keep track of all of it. I wish more stuff was done like this, because I'm loving the entire thought behind how the Empire characters are relating to one another. We get a bit more of the middle part of Brother Dawn, I guess teenage years, early 20s, falling in love, going through all of that. We get some bored Brother Day. Sorry, I got to keep thinking about which character I'm talking about. Bored Brother Day trying to get it on because he hasn't been touched in God knows how long. And then you get Brother Dust thinking, okay, I got to secure my legacy before I'm out of here, only to get shot down by the man who he didn't even know was his enemy at the moment. But that guy brought receipts, because yes, everything he did is now like, oh no, here's your regret and your guilt. Good luck. I'm digging everything every time I see the Empire. More than two characters from the Empire, whether it be Lee Pace, whether it be forgive me, I don't know this young actor's name, or if it's Terrence Mann on screen. It is a glorious thing to behold, and I am here for it every time. So yeah, going forward, I'm gonna have my Empire scene of the week. Well, as long as there is a scene with the Empire in it, I'll have it, because again, this crew should be dying a horrible death before we get to the end of season one. Well, I don't know their pace, but they should be suffering a very, very, very bad end. So yeah, that's this week's Empire scene of the week. Brother Dust thinking, oh, I'm just gonna go take this trip and try and shore up all of our PR, and Brother Day just shutting that down, because he's like, nope, every time you make a decision, something horrible goes wrong and I've got to pay for it. So nope, you can take all of that sand and pack it. You are not getting any further from me. So moving on, we come to the end of the episode and we see Gale's lifeboat being intercepted by some other vessel. It doesn't look like anything from the Empire. I mean, it obviously fits within the galaxy, but it's not one of the ships that we've seen before. Not the one that that is used to destroy planets or travel between planets. It's not one of the, I'm going to call it, lambda shuttles, for lack of a better term. And of course, the Star Wars reference. I don't know who this is. We don't know how far away from Terminus or the inner planets, or how close she was to the outer planets she was when she was released from the slow ship back, I believe it was episode 2 when that happened. So I don't know who this could be or where she is. Again, from the books, Gale, they've changed her character, and I want to stop using that term from the books, but this is a new story for Gale. This is a new thing, so I'm intrigued to see where this is going. How's she going to explain who she is, why she's out here by herself, where she was going, how she was coming? I don't know. How would she even get people to believe her? Where are they going to drop her off? Is this part of Selden's plan? Is it not part of Selden's plan? There's a lot of questions to be answered here. And again, this series is doing a good job of, not really even holding your hand and explaining anything. And even with my knowledge of the books, it's doing a good job of confusing me and not letting me, try and read ahead or skip ahead and see what's going on. So I'm watching almost every moment of this and just utterly enjoying myself. Again, I got my phrase. I don't know what else to say. Again, if you're a fan of science fiction in any way, shape, form, or fashion, please do yourself a favor and start watching this show. The Foundation has, as of course, is still one of the best series of books that has ever been written, and really tells a story of a scope and scale that we rarely ever get a chance to see, and definitely have not seen on television, given how complex and how vast this story, just in timeline, how vast this story is. So yeah, get on board, get to watching this every week. Go ahead and subscribe to Apple TV. Catch the last 4 episodes. Get ready for episode 5 coming up here in a little bit. You will not be disappointed. It is highly recommended that you go ahead and get this done, because it's not must see TV yet, but it is rapidly approaching that, because it is getting good, and I want to see how they're going to fight this all out without actually fighting. So that's my recommendation / review for, again, Apple TV's Foundation, Season 1, Episode 4. If you don't mind, go ahead and leave a like. Feel free to subscribe if you don't mind here on YouTube. You'll find me on Patreon or on Twitch, both at MrTaupeTO. You can stop by those pages and do whatever, see whatever you like. Follow anything else on the channel. Coming up here should be shortly, the little playlists and subscribe buttons. Go ahead and feel free to drop by those and see if you like any of my other content here on the channel. Thank you all, and forward the Foundation.